Yo, what's on, everybody? It's Venom Fire Live here. As you guys see, I am on a new channel. This channel is going to be rebuilds. It's going to be challenges in the game. It's just going to be a lot of fun, different type of stuff that you guys see I don't really post on my main channel. Main channel is more for getting better at the game, competitive tips, more serious type of stuff. And this is just fun, different rebuilds, different challenges in the game, and you guys will see that as I continue to upload. So if you're new, if you're from my other channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this. And as you guys see, we're going to be rebuilding the Cincinnati Bengals today. So what I did is I went ahead and I just simmed through that season. I force won, force lost every game to how the season went in real life. So we have the perfect draft order. We're going to have the number 1 pick as the Bengals. And as you guys see, I am in the re-sign period. What I did was I re-signed Nick Vigil, I re-signed Darquez Denard, and some backup D tackle. I forget his name, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let Tyler Eifert walk. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to franchise tag AJ Green. Now, I don't really want him on a long-term deal. I'm just going to go ahead, franchise tag him. We can always trade him later in the season because we don't really expect to be contending next year. So we're just going to go ahead, sign him to that free agent or that franchise tag of a 1-year, $16 million salary. And like I said, we're going to let Tyler Eifert walk. Nobody else we really have to re-sign. Let's go ahead, hop into free agency though. Alright, as you guys can see here, I went ahead and just dumped Andy Dalton off. We don't need him. We're going to go ahead, draft Joe Burrow. So I just went ahead, traded for a right outside linebacker, Lorenzo Carter. He is on his rookie contract for 2 more years. He's a 75 overall, and he's only 24 years of age. So he's going to be a pretty good asset for us. We don't need Andy Dalton anymore, and this is also going to clear up some cap space. Alright, what I went ahead and did here is I just traded Dre Kirkpatrick. Again, he had a huge salary, $11.3 million cap hit. I also added in Erickson, the receiver there. We have 4 great receivers, and then we also just threw in a 2021 4th round draft pick. And what we get in return is a great right guard. He's only 28, not too bad. He does have a little bit of a contract, but we are going to need offensive linemen, and this is a pretty good start to that. Alright, here again, I'm dumping some more salary. 2 guys that aren't going to play on my team, and we go ahead, get a 4th round draft pick from Miami in return. So again, just dumping these high salary cap players. We're trying to get some people in free agency, and we also get a decent pick in return. Here we're going to go ahead, pull off a huge trade. I'm not sure why the Eagles would ever do this. It makes no sense, but hey, it's Madden. So we go ahead, give them Cordy Glenn. He's going to be our backup left guard. We have a young one that does have star development, so we don't need him. He also had a $9.5 million cap hit, so we just go ahead, throw him in, throw a 4th round draft pick, and we get Jason Kelsey somehow in return. So we're shoring up the line there. We only need like a right tackle, I think, and then we can go ahead, address that in the draft. Let's hop into that real quick. Alright, as you can see here, we are in free agency. These are the offers that I'm going to put in for free agency. I put one in for Fuller. Armstead, as you guys see, I am the top bid in him, and if we do get Armstead, I'm going to go ahead and just trade Carlos Dunlap. He does have a pretty big contract, and we can go ahead and get somebody in return. Also, Dante Fowler, I did trade for Lorenzo Carter, but he's not really the long-term player that I want there. I'm not number 1 in his bid, so I'm not really expecting to get him. And then also Jacob Hollister. If I get him, I kind of would like to trade that tight end we have right there, that 76 overall. I kind of like Hollister a little bit better, but we'll see who we do go ahead and get. Alright, as you guys see, we did simulate that week. We went ahead and we signed Hollister and Kendall Fuller, so we do shore up our cornerbacks, and we also get a starting tight end. Unfortunately, Armstead didn't accept our contract. We'll see if we can go ahead and sign some other free agents as well. Alright, as you guys see there, we didn't really make any other free agent signings. There weren't that many good players left after week 1, so I just went ahead, simulated the rest of that. Now we are in the draft. You guys see, obviously we have the 1st overall pick, and you guys already know who we're taking. We're taking our QB of the future, Joe Burrow, right there, number 1 on the big board. Somehow he's a mid-first rounder talent. I don't know how that thing works, but we're drafting Joe Burrow. It says we reached, but he already is a 75 overall, and he probably does have superstar development, so not really a reach in my book. All right, here we are, round 2 now. we don't really necessarily need any positions. I think we need a right tackle, middle linebacker for sure, but we're pretty good at every other position. I think I'm gonna just take the best right tackle on the board. He did have a pretty good combine. We'll see what overall he is. He is a 69 overall, but hopefully he has some good potential. I feel like he can definitely become our starter of the future. All right, here we are, round 3. What I'm going to go ahead and do is take this Clavon Chasen guy. He looks very good. He has a mid-second round talent. We're in the 3rd round here, and he's only 21 years old. I think that he can definitely be a solid player on our team. Let's go ahead and take him. And he is 46th in true talent. He is a 72 overall. So hopefully he can become a great pass rusher for our team. All right, I simulated to the regular season. Here's a look at the roster. It looks pretty dang good. The only issue I have is right tackle. I will see you guys if we make some moves, though. I'm thinking that I might go ahead and trade John Ross because we do have this 4th receiver, Auden Tate, who does have star potential, and we would like him to get more snaps so we can develop a little bit better. We could also maybe trade AJ Green to get a better receiver or something. But overall, the team is looking pretty good on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, though, we do have a lot of players with star potential. You guys see the corners look pretty good. I do have these 2 DNs with star potential, so I might go ahead and trade Carlos Dunlap. He is getting pretty old, and move one of these guys to left end. I do need another middle linebacker that I will look to trade for. We have this player with star development. This is the guy we drafted. Right outside linebacker is kind of an issue, but free safety, strong safety. I might look to also get a strong safety. This Sean Williams, he's like 30. But overall, team looks good. I will see you at probably the trade deadline, and we'll look to make some moves, see how the season is going at that point. All right, here I went ahead and did make a big trade. I am on my bye week, which is week 6. We are currently 4-1, so pretty good record. I went ahead, traded Billings, my 1st round from next year, my 2nd from this year, to get Keanu Neal. I think it is a big upgrade in the secondary because we just had a very low overall, 75. We can go ahead, trade him probably for a backup defensive tackle, and I might add in John Ross, see if I can go ahead and add an asset elsewhere as well. All right, here you guys see we were able to trade for a backup defensive tackle. We are in a 4-3 defensive scheme, so we really do need 2 defensive tackles. We went ahead, traded John Ross, Sean Williams, who isn't going to play anymore because we do have Keanu Neal, and we got a pretty good backup defensive tackle. I'm just going to go into free agency real quick, and I'm actually just going to sign a receiver. I did see one in there. It's going to be Robert Foster, I believe. Yeah, let's go ahead, sign him to a contract. He'll be our 4th receiver. We do have Auden Tate as our 3rd receiver, so we didn't really need him anyways. And yeah, let's go ahead, sim to the trade deadline, see how the team is doing. All right, as you guys can see, we did make another big trade. We are at the trade deadline. We only have 1 loss. I believe we're 5-1. And we went ahead, got rid of Carlos Dunlap. He's 31 years of age. He still has a couple of years left on his contract. He's only going to regress from there. We went ahead, picked up 27-year-old. He's young, Preston Smith, and we needed an upgrade at that position. And like I said earlier, since I do have those 2 right ends that have star development, I can just move one over to the left side. It's only going to be a couple overall loss, and he will continue to develop better than Dunlap will. I think the team's looking really good, and I'm ready to continue sim the rest of the season. I will see you guys there. All right, here's a full look at the team. Starting out on the defense, we have stars everywhere. Star free safety, 3 cornerback stars, right end, and then we moved Hubbard over here to left end. We have superstar right here in Geno Atkins. This guy has star development as well. Keanu Neal, Vigil, Pratt, and then Preston Smith unfortunately doesn't have star development. I'm not sure why, but he still is an 85 overall, and he fits the scheme perfectly. We have our rookie here up to a 75 overall, so we might be able to trade Vigil potentially next year looking into the future. We also have Carter. We have some good depth at that position. Look at the offense here. Unfortunately, we haven't played 500 snaps still with Burrow. I'll probably pause the rebuild, show you guys their developments, but we're close to finding out this guy and Burrow. Burrow's probably a superstar. He's already moved up like 4 overalls, I think, but team's looking very good. 3 great receivers. We have Foster as a 4th. O-line's looking great. Just need some more developing from the left guard, and the right tackle could definitely help. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys Burrow's development once we get there. And actually, let's take a look at the standings here. Like I said, we were 5-1 right there. We're leading the division by 1 game over the Ravens. And yeah, I definitely think we can make a playoff run this year. Next year, we should be contending for a championship. All right, pausing the rebuild because we did end up finding Joe Burrow and our right tackle's development. Just wanted to share that with you guys here. As you guys see, we did lose that game to the Ravens, but we went ahead, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. We will have a tough one against the Los Angeles Chargers coming up. But look at the team. Joe Burrow, yes, he does have superstar development, and our right tackle, he's going to be a star developer. So hopefully Burrow can get some abilities soon. He should be, actually he already does have abilities, excuse me on that. He has pocket deadeye and inside deadeye, so he definitely should be popping off as our starting QB. We also have Joe Mixon, he's up to a 90. He did get another ability slot as well, but right tackle should be developing full star and superstar offensive line. Overall, I do think I did a great job in the draft. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to find out this guy's development because he hasn't played too many downs, maybe towards the end of the season. But yeah, I think we're good to sim the rest of the season, see where it takes us. All right, here we are at the end of the season. We are 9-7. We actually did surprisingly end up making the playoffs. Not sure. We didn't win the division, so we are in the wild card, yeah. We are going to have an away game. It's going to be a pretty tough game. Like I said, I'm not really expecting to make a deep playoff run, potentially win a couple of games, but we were 9-5. We ended up losing 2 big games at the end of the year that really hurt our chances to potentially get a home wild card game. Team's been developing pretty well though. I went ahead, did some contract extensions. I extended Mixon to long-term deal. Also on the defensive side of the ball, I extended Carl Lawson. I also did William Jackson and Keanu Neal. So we have all these guys on long-term deals. I think we're going to be ready to contend very well in the future. You guys see Burrow's been upgraded. He's already an 80 overall. This right tackle's up to a 74. And yeah, we're really making some moves. Like I said, we'll go ahead, sim this playoff game right here, see if we can take a dub. We did beat the Chargers earlier in the year, but yeah, we end up taking the win. We're going to be taking on Lamar Jackson at M&T Bank Stadium. We'll see if we can go ahead, get a win. We are probably heavy underdogs. They are 3 wins better than us. I'm not really expecting to win this game. I don't think we're ready to contend now. We actually do win. Holy crap. So we're going to be taking on the New England Patriots in the conference championship. Just going to go ahead, continue to upgrade our team. And yeah, let's go ahead and view the weekly awards. Let's see who popped off. Joe Burrow, boom, 4 touchdowns. That's what we pay you for. That's why we drafted you. Looks like the Cowboys are on the other side of the bracket. Let's go ahead, check that out real quick. Just go to the schedule, playoff schedule. And we have Bengals at Patriots, Bears at Cowboys. So the Patriots are a very beatable team. They weren't a number 1 or 2 seed. So if we have any chance to win the championship, it can definitely be this year. I'm actually going to go ahead, probably simcast this game. Let's go ahead, play the moments, and let's hop into that game. All right, here we are in the sim. You guys see it already started off. Sorry about that. It just goes so fast, but this Patriots team doesn't really scare me too much. I mean, they do have Tom Brady. He's a really low overall. Fortunately, we give up 7 there. Let's see if we can answer back. Can we? Yes, we do. 7-7. We hold them to 3. We're going to be punting. See if we can score before half here, hopefully. And unfortunately, we don't. And we actually give up a touchdown before half. That is huge. Hopefully, we can come back in the second half, though. It's not looking too good. We do get a field goal there. Big drive here to get points. And we actually go ahead, have to punt, unfortunately, there. We get the ball back again. Can we put some points on the board? This is a huge drive. 3rd and goal, and we're going to get into the end zone. So can we go ahead, steal this game? We're going to go ahead, have a money drive here with Joe Burrow. We're in the red zone. Can we just run out the clock? We're up 20-17. 1 minute and 47 left. Can we hold Tom Brady? He is in field goal range. He's going to score a touchdown. Shoot. Dang, dude. We're going to go ahead and 1st and 10. We have 1 play left. I think the clock might just run out, though. And let's go. We actually won. Holy crap. Someone scored at the goal line. Last play of the game. I want to go ahead, see if I can actually check. Just 2-1. Joe Burrow, 15-yard touchdown to Jacob Hollister. Holy crap. That is So surprising. We literally stole this game. We're going to be going to the Super Bowl, boys. Never did I expect this 9-7 team to win 3 road games, especially after you need 1 minute left at Foxborough going against Tom Brady. We're going to go ahead, take the dub, and be heading to the Super Bowl. Let's see who we're going to be able to... Actually, everyone's probably going to be able to get an upgrade. You guys see all this jazz. Yeah, we somehow take the dub. Let's check out the weekly awards. Burrow gets that award. And, not sure who won because Quinn had a big game. Love also had a big game. I guess we'll find out next week. Go ahead, simulate this week. We're going to be taking on Chicago. So, Chicago, it's going to be a big game. Not sure how the Bears finish this year. We'll do some scouting, look over things before that. They are 9-7, so they definitely didn't do too good. I want to check out their team, check out their roster, and all that jazz. They didn't look too good on paper, I don't think. Let's just go up. Bears, they have Mac, obviously an animal. Robinson, somehow he has Wrecking Ball X Factor. Eddie Jackson. For their defense is obviously something special. They have tons of stuff on that, but their offense is pretty bad. Trubisky, he's a low overall. The running backs aren't too special. Receiver, they have Robinson. Anything other than that is not too good. Their line, it's decent. It's definitely pretty good. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty tough game. Not sure how they went 9-7, but yeah, let's see if we can go ahead, take this dub. I'm going to play the moments once again here. All right, here we are, starting out in the Super Bowl. We'll see if we can go ahead and take a dub here. I'm kind of scared. This Bears team is very good. We're starting out with a great drive there. We're going to go ahead and can we punch it in? Yes, we do for 6. That's huge. We force a punt. They're driving. See if we can make a stop. They actually do get 6. That's unfortunate. Looks like Burrow threw an interception. We actually do get the ball back. Here we are. Yes, we put up a touchdown. That's huge. Hopefully we can hold them to half. We get the ball back. Can we actually put up points? It's going to be 14-7 at half. We're driving yet again. Can we punch this in for a touchdown? We're going to take 3. Still up 2 possessions. That's huge. Defense holds them to field goals. Sorry about if I'm mumbling, but this is going super fast. I might actually change the speed to normal. All right, here we are. We punch it in for a touchdown. AJ Green making a play. That might have just earned him a new contract. We have yet to extend him, but yeah, we should be able to go ahead, hold this. They don't have too much time. They did pick up a huge chunk there. Sam Hubbard coming off the edge right there with the sack. And 4th and 10. Oh, they actually do pick it up. So they're staying in this game a little bit. We'll see if we can go ahead, hold them to 3. They're obviously not going to take the 3. I think they have to go for this. And yeah, Kendall Fuller, that's our free agent signing, making a huge play. We'll see if we can just run out the clock. Not sure why we aren't running the football here, but hey, Joe Burrow wants to dot up. He can go ahead and do that. He's just lasering right now. Surgical performance. He's going to throw it away. We are in field goal range. This is going to make it a 3-possession game, and that should be it. We're going to go ahead and win the Super Bowl just in our first year of the rebuild, pretty much. Now, obviously that first year was a scratch. I basically just simmed the whole season, force won, force lost every game. This is the first year with the new roster, and we're going to go ahead, win the Super Bowl. That is huge. That is a great GM performance. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that, but you guys see they end up getting a couple garbage time points. I'm just going to turn this up. Actually, I want to take the knee, do that celebration, see who wins MVP, all that jazz. 3rd and 10. Really, they're going to use their timeouts. Actually, let's go fast here. Game's over. And with that, we are going to go ahead, win the Super Bowl 30-17. This team I built, absolutely dominant on all sides of the field. It took trades, took free agent signings, took, all that stuff. And hey, it did take a little bit of luck this first year because we didn't end up facing we did face 2 good teams, but matching up with a 9-7 team in the conference championship and the Super Bowl is definitely lucky. And yeah, we're going to go ahead, take the Super Bowl. We'll see who wins MVP. I'm not sure, actually, if you could check, but Joe Burrow didn't really have too good of a game. He was 18 of 30, 215 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns with 1 interception. Trubisky seemed to outplay him there, they were playing from behind. Mixon definitely had himself a game, 21 carries for 128 yards. Our run defense was really on clamps that game. You guys see Cohen, 13 carries for 36 yards. He was really bagged that entire game. Look at our receiving stats. Hollister did lead the way. Surprisingly, our receivers didn't too good. AJ Green had that big touchdown. Mixon added on a touchdown catch as well. Boyd, decent. Auden Tate, decent. Blocking, who gave up a sack. We did actually give up 4 sacks, so I'm assuming Khalil Mack was to blame for that. They actually gave up 4 sacks as well. So look at our defensive stats. Led the team in tackles. It's going to be Vigil behind Denard, Keanu Neal. Our free agent signings, our trade players making huge plays, tackles for loss, sacks. Carter was there. Hey, our backup right outside linebacker. So that trade in the beginning of the video did end up working pretty well. Hubbard, we know about him making a play. Chason, that's our rookie we drafted this year. Vigil had a sack. Lawson, Atkins added half a sack as well. William Jackson ended up making the interception. Did anybody force a fumble? Yes, Jesse Bates, who was relatively quiet. Jermaine Pratt as well. He's an absolute stud at that middle linebacker position. And yeah, overall, just a great game played. We're going to take the dub. We'll see if we can actually repeat next year. So see you guys. Just wanted to point out real quick, I was going through the end of the year awards. Our boy Joe Burrow did end up winning Rookie of the Year as he should have, leading us to a huge Super Bowl winning year in his rookie year. And it's only going to go up from here. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we didn't have anybody. We only drafted that linebacker, and he really didn't see the field all too much. But yeah, let's go ahead, hop into free agency of next year and see if we can make things happen. All right, here we are in the last chance re-sign period. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, because I don't think I really have any cap space, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and franchise tag AJ Green, just because we don't really have the cap space. I don't want to sign him to a long-term contract because he is 33 years of age, but I do want him on the team. He's not interested in signing, but we're just going to franchise tag him once again there. So we're going to let Robert Foster walk. We can probably find another player in free agency. Bullock, we'll let him walk as well. He's 31 years of age. And yeah, we don't really have anybody else. So the team is pretty much staying intact. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a regression from AJ Green, but we're not too worried about that. All right, here we are in the NFL draft now. We don't really necessarily need any position. I am the 32nd pick, so I don't have too good of a draft pick anyway. Now, this guy's a really good combine draft. We don't need a running back, though. Should I just take a middle linebacker, or should I go receiver? I don't really need either. This guy is the best middle linebacker on the board, and I think we need a little bit of a backup middle linebacker. Let's go ahead and just pick him up. He's probably going to be very low overall, though, 63. So I doubt he's going to see the field, but we didn't really need any other positions. I'm just going to sim the rest of the draft. Our team is pretty much stacked the way it is, and we don't really need anything else, in my opinion. Alright, again, I went ahead and just simmed the rest of the draft. I simmed the entire preseason as well, so we're into next year. Here's a look at the squad. We got 83 overall Joe Burrow. He's developed a lot, and he's only going to get better. He didn't get any more abilities, but we have Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, Auden Tate, Greg Ward. I might actually look in the free agent scene if we have potentially any other better receivers, but Joe Mixon, absolute beast. He's got joystick, armbar. Kelsey has regressed a little bit. Right tackle has definitely got better as well. Left guard, he's surprisingly not even developing too much, but Green, again, he's regressed a little, but he is still very good. He still has his abilities and all that stuff. On the defensive side of the ball, basically everybody has gotten better. The only people that haven't is Geno Atkins has gotten worse, but everybody else should be able to make it up. We actually did find out that Chasen is a superstar developing, or a star developing. So again, great work in the draft by myself. I'm going to give myself a lot of credit, but I might actually look to trade that, potentially put together I can trade Vigil now unless I want the depth. Again, we have a lot of depth at right outside linebacker. I might just sim to the season, see if we have to make a move, and then we can go from there. So see you guys maybe at the mid-season or bye week. All right, here we are. I just simulated the bye week. We are 6-2, so we're doing pretty good. I obviously simmed past the trade deadline as well. I'm just going to keep the team intact. Nothing more I could really do. I would have to trade multiple picks and all that jazz for a superstar type of a player, and I don't really want to ruin the team chemistry, team morale now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting number 1 in the division. Our division is very tough this year. I believe our 2 losses might have been to the Pittsburgh Steelers, so it's going to be a dogfight. We might actually have to play a playoff game, but we'll see if we can go ahead, step it up, and yeah, let's just go ahead, sim to the season. Actually, I'll show you guys developing. Players have gone up a little bit here. We have Burrow at 85, Mixon 92, Boyd 87. Our boys got up to a 77, 74. On the defensive side of the ball, again, everybody's just getting a little bit better. +1 overalls, +2 overalls. Fuller's up to a 91. So yeah, let's go ahead, sim the rest of the season. I'll see you hopefully when we're in the playoffs. All right, here we are in the playoffs once again. Now, as you look here, we finished 11-5. Pretty good season, 2 wins better than last season, and we actually did get a bye week, so we are the 1 or 2 seed. I'm actually going to go ahead, check that out now. Playoff schedule, actually I'm not sure. I should go there. Some of the Jets made the playoffs. Who knows if that happened, but standings. Yeah, let's go to standings. NFL, let's go AFC. So we are the number 1 seed in the AFC at an 11-5, so that's pretty good. Kind of surprised that 11-5 got us the number 1 seed, but I'll definitely take it. And we really control our own destiny from here. Cowboys did finish number 1 in the league. Cowboys actually got Tua, and the Chargers have Dak Prescott now, so kind of interesting. Let's go ahead, advance to the division round. We'll see who we're playing at home. It's going to be a tough game against the Browns. We split the season series, I believe, against Cleveland, 1-1, or we might have lost twice. I'm not sure, but Cleveland's definitely not a cakewalk. Hopefully we can come through with the win again. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and play the moments in the divisional round. Hopefully we should blow them out. They are a very good team. They have Tremont Watts, who I believe was a rookie last year. All of the rookies, like, it's crazy development. I kind of hate that in the draft class, but they are better overall on paper, but I think we are the better team, in my opinion. Let's go ahead, hop into the game, and see if we can take the... All right, here we are on the field. Now, it's going to be very interesting. I think we do have a better roster than the Cleveland Browns. The Browns, they don't have the best roster. They end up taking 6 on us first, and we kind of are struggling a little bit right now. We might go down 14-0. We do, so we really need to step it up here. Hopefully we can get 6 on this drive. We do. Holy, the Browns just scored a kick return or something. We're bouncing back very well, though. Unfortunately, we get held to 3. Our defense really needs to make a play here. We need to get a pick. Kendall Fuller does just that. Can we get 6 before the half? We do. So we're in a perfect spot here. We're only down by 4 at halftime, and we really get the ball here, so we should be able to go ahead, make things happen. Can we take the lead? Nope. Actually, I guess the Browns have the ball. I'm kind of confused by both this orange, but we have the ball. Can we get a touchdown? Nope. We're going to take 3. We really need to stop here. We need to hold them to at least a field goal. Can we make that happen? No. So we need to score quickly. We are all the way down the field. We need a touchdown there badly. We didn't get the 2-point conversion. Can we get a stop? No, we don't. And I think we might actually take the L on this one. Yeah, we lose. So, very surprising. I'm not sure how that happens, but hey, Burrow, again, he had a pretty bad game. Let's check the stats, but I don't know. I guess their defense really stepped up. On paper, it looked like we should be the better team. We should have won, but they just really had the lead, and then our defense really cost us that game, giving up 31 points at home in a playoff game. It's not going to win you many playoff games, and yeah, it's pretty much going to go ahead, do it for our rebuild. We did win the Super Bowl last year. Unfortunately, this year we couldn't make it happen. We did have a number 1 seed type of a season, but I'm not going to go any further in the future other than these 2 years. Maybe if we didn't win the Super Bowl last year, I would, but yeah, so that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, want more videos, want more rebuilds, leave a comment. Also hit that subscribe button if you're new. And yeah, check out my main channel if you don't know about that. And yeah, leave a comment down below on next team you want me to rebuild. And peace, I'm out of here.